have to get this meeting finished before 1 p.m. I'm sure the others are going to try to get their suggestions through. I don't really care which book makes it, as long as Mr. Bishop decides quickly.
Ah, Tessa, there you are. Good. We've been waiting for you. We've saved the most important point on the agenda until you arrived. The book Our Final Adventure needs to be replaced.
G.S. Queen's Nothing is Possible.
Peter Smith's The Legacy.
Melissa Luna's No Progress Without Obstacles.
Very informative. Let's discuss which title you'd prefer. I'm sure you've all made notes. What do you think about the book Nothing is Possible?
Horror has always been something for the masses.
That's right. I'm sure there's going to be a sequel soon. Should be good.
That isn't quite right.
It's not easy for morbid books.
That's right.
So far, I cannot make out a clear favourite. What do you think about the book No Progress Without Obstacles?
The flying robot is a real showstopper full of personality.
That's right. This book has almost no other characters.
That is correct.
Pretty confusing story, if you ask me.
That's not completely true.
So far, I cannot make out a clear favourite. What do you think about the book The Legacy?
It's the shortest of the three. Too short. Far too short.
That's right.
I've had enough. You're lying and ganging up against me. You should try to pick out the best book and not look for excuses that might make you look good in front of the boss. Boy, oh boy.
Christine, please.
There's materials for at least 2 sequels here, like Striking Gold.
That is correct.
We've got a lot of leverage over the young author.
That's right.
Well, The Legacy has something going for it. What do you think about the book Nothing is Possible?
These are easy to read stories. Simple and funny.
That's not completely true. This is the horror story of the year. Nobody has seen something like this before.
That isn't quite right.
This is an unknown author.
That's right.
Well, The Legacy has something going for it. What do you think about the book No Progress Without Obstacles?
600 pages are far too many for this story.
That's not completely true. This is some 19th century grammar right here.
That isn't quite right.
Every answer just opens up a new question. Thrilling.
That's right.
So far, I cannot make out a clear favourite. What do you think about the book The Legacy?
This story hasn't been finished and is basically begging to be continued. But what if it's unsuccessful?
That's right. The umpteenth high fantasy novel released this year.
That is correct.
It's 600 pages long. So perfect for fantasy fans.
That's right.
Well, No Progress Without Obstacles has something going for it. What do you think about the book Nothing is Possible?
Nobody cares about violence anymore.
That's not completely true. 。
This one cuts deep. Something that sticks with you for a long time.
That is correct.
Some of the stories are pretty disturbing and scary. Yeah, I don't know.
That's right.
Well, no progress without obstacles has something going for it. What do you think about the book No Progress Without Obstacles?
It conveys a nice dark atmosphere.
That's right. The author would not have delivered this quality at the beginning of the development.
That is correct.
This book has been in the works for ages. Maybe it won't ever be finished.
That's not completely true.
Good. That's me sold. Very informative. We will publish No Progress Without Obstacles. The others just can't keep up. Okay. Christine, you contact the author. I want the current manuscript with all of the changes made to the last version on Tessa's desk today. Tessa, are you okay?
Yeah. Just for a second, everything was sort of unreal and overwhelming. Then I realized it is. I've got to do something later. Something private, but I'll take care of this first thing tomorrow morning.
That's fine. Ethan, inform the marketing department, adjust the graphics and texts. And you, Tessa, you polish that book tomorrow. You know how much we're banking on this book's success.
Got it.
Excellent. Let's get to work then.
Give me your number. The author's number, so I can tell her how heroically you fought for her. I mean, it was like a lioness defending her cubs.
She was.
What do you mean?
It's my book.
It's yours?
Yes, it is. What do you think?
It's not bad. It's got some flaws. The message it tries to convey is interesting, but it needs some work. Maybe you should make the planet more alive.
Thanks, Mark. You're a good friend. To be honest, I just wanted to get the meeting over quickly.
Why? What are you up to?
It's one of Tony's colleagues' funeral today, at 2 p.m., and I have to find a way of getting there.
Oh, my condolences, but that might be difficult. I could accompany you and navigate.
I'll manage. I should have enough time, but thanks, Mark. For everything.
Hey, I'm just a technician. Nothing to thank me for.
Whatever you say.
See you later, then. Time to fight some printers.
See ya. It worked! We didn't crash into the tree! I should have helped Tony with his problems instead of leaving them all to him. We should have solved them as a team. That would have helped a lot, I think. I'm sure this oh-so-important meeting could have been postponed if I wanted it to. But I was concentrating on myself too much. But all that would have only avoided this accident. Everything would have come crashing down at some point. If I kept on with these two jobs.
My beloved Tessa, you are my rock, my monolith. The path we took hasn't always been easy, and I suppose it won't get any easier in the future. But I know I want to take it with you, and that will solve any problems we might face together. You were afraid of this day, and I understand why. Maybe more than anyone else. We all know you as someone who takes care of everything. Someone who goes through life with courage, who never leaves anything behind and always keeps cool in the most difficult of situations to find a solution. We love and admire you for that. Especially me, as you know. But I also know how much it takes for you to play the part of a goal-driven person who will be steadfast and immovable as a rock in an earthquake. Self-doubts and setbacks get to you, especially in your job as an author. And that just makes me love you even more. Not because you have weaknesses, but because you can still see them next to all your strengths and qualities, even though you try not to show too much of it. I'm not here today to be a burden, to be someone you have to take care of. The two of us, this relationship, shouldn't be something else for you to take care of. I want it to be a thing of mutual support. Because the more you use your strength to take the burden off others, the happier we are seeing you without those weights on your shoulder at all. Seeing you laugh, content, and free. I want to make sure you can be that way more often. Even though you won't make it easy for me. I want to fight. To be allowed to support you, so you can go through life unburdened and do what you love. Not because it's your duty, but because you want to. Let me be your cornerstone. And as a symbol of that, I'd like to give you this amulet. It contains a piece of a meteorite. It's rugged, imperfect, and it's had to go through a lot to get here. And yet it's breathtakingly beautiful. With an insane amount of effort and pain, you could turn it into something perfect. Or you could just accept that this splinter shows that it's part of something bigger, with all its imperfections. I don't need you to be a perfect rock that can withstand anything. We're both splinters that complement each other. Both of us make a we. Both of us form one monolith. Together.
Empty. Thank God. Except for the amulet Tony gave me on our wedding. I hope that's the truth. And Mark didn't die. I'm in a hospital, and somehow I have to go through that door. One of Finn's books. I'm in a hospital, and somehow I have to go through that door. It could have all been avoided, with small things, again and again over the last few years. I should have listened to him more. Trusted him more. He only wanted to help. Instead, I tried doing it alone, no matter how hard it was. And now, All the doors are closed. Is there really no way? Anthony, it looks like his hand is grasping something, but it's empty. Finn, it looks like his hand is grasping something, but it's empty. Anthony, his hand is grasping something that I gave him. Finn, his hand is grasped around something that I gave him. Finn and Anthony, I hope to see them again soon, not just in my memories. They're both holding objects in their hands. Are they the wrong ones? Finn, his hand is grasped around something that I gave him. Finn, his hand is grasped around something that I gave him. Anthony, his hand is grasping something that I gave him. Anthony, his hand is grasping something that I gave him. Anthony, his hand is grasping something that I gave him. Anthony, his hand is grasping something that I gave him. Lots of books. I feel like I know them. Not just the titles, but like I've read them. But they keep repeating. Our condolence card with a photograph on it. I've signed it already. It's ready to go. Here. That's the amulet Tony gave us on our wedding. It was supposed to remind us that we're part of something bigger, that it's okay to make mistakes and get help. Our family is what's bigger. Our family accepts our mistakes and helps us. You're a part of me. You're a part of this family. You're saying you can see a way out for yourself? For us? Even though we would have to change? Yes. But you're right too. We always wanted to be steadfast, independent, and autonomous. And we are. But we have to make a choice. We can either be alone and never compromise again and show everyone what we can do. Or we can be together with Anthony and Finn, which would mean compromises for all of us. I've made my decision, independently, autonomously, in their favor. But you have to come with me, otherwise we'll just keep fighting in here forever, never achieving anything. When we wake up, you're going to have to account for all this. And implementing and keeping these changes will be unpleasant. Fine. Let's try it. I think I'd be a good lead editor.
Well, that'd be perfect for you. You probably wouldn't have time to write your own books anymore, but I'm sure you'll be happy working on other books too. But don't just do it for the money. I'm still here too. It's not just your responsibility.
I think I understand.
Yes,
It was all inside my head.
correct. Some of it were your real memories, but you mixed up fact and fiction, made things more exciting. It was a long road of self-discovery before you could admit it to yourself. I'm glad to see you've come through. Who knows what might have happened to you? We couldn't risk confronting you with the truth. You had to find it out for yourself.
Tony and Finn, are they?
You can come in now.
Mommy!
Easy, Finn. How are you feeling? Do you remember, well, everything?
Yes, I think so. I know. All about the accident, and that I'm not flying around in space. I am so sorry for everything. Mark,
He survived, even in better condition than you.
I'm so glad. Tony, I have to tell you something.
It's okay. Mark told me about your book.
I had thrown myself into writing so much. The accident. None of this would have happened if I had gone to the funeral with you in time.
That's not the point, Tessa. It's alright.
I thought I had lost you. Not only now, but for a long time, because of my behavior.
I would never blame you for wanting to do what you love. You've written and designed worlds, lived your dream. I understand that.
But I kind of lost control of it.
Well, that's why you should have talked to me. I would have helped you, supported you. Together, we would have found a solution.
Thank you, Tony. Let's talk in peace as soon as I get home.
Mama?
Yes, honey?
Dad said you got lost. In your head, I mean.
That's one way of putting it.
I knew you'd find your way home, like you always do. You always knew a way to end the stories you wrote, and when they're ready, you always came to me. So I wasn't scared.
Now I am completely back again, with you.
Will you buy me the new toy spaceship you promised me now?
Absolutely.